Hey, my friends, welcome to the Academy Answers podcast. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening in. On this podcast, we talk about personal development, success, happiness, and freedom. We talk about the pillars of living your best life, the pillars of believing that you are here for a purpose, believing that there is a special reason why you were born, and it is pursuit. It's in the pursuit, the process of fine-tuning why you're here and pursuing it, that we get to live our best life, our happiest life. And I know we've been programmed by everything else out there in society, by those who are pursuing their purpose, by exploiting us, not in a malicious type of way, but in a way that, well, to some extent, but it is by the programming that we've been handed down. Society clouds our whole nature, spook us into believing that we're inadequate, and if we get more stuff, that's a Western world type of deal. If we get more stuff, we call it the Great Western Disease, hemisphere, the Great Western Hemisphere Disease, whereby we are programmed to believe that we are inadequate, and the only way to feel more adequate is if we get more stuff. And each time we get more stuff, that bar is shifted, or that goalpost is shifted to think that, hey, well, yes, you have that, but cool, but look at this now. That is no longer in, that is no longer the it, so you need to now get this. And if you're not here, you are behind, or you're not that cool, because hey, you have the spring bag, but it is summer. Or hey, you got the 2015 edition, it's now 2016, so you got to get up to date. And we continue to update our gadgets, and we update our homes and our fashion, but our minds are stuck. Our minds are not updated. So we continue to have deep-seated unhappiness. We continue to be broke. We continue to be struggling. We're continuing to shortchange our generation, our children, and the next generation, and our family tree, and ultimately ourselves, our own goals, our deepest, truest desires, in pursuit of something that the society has imposed on us, because we fail to have a plan for our lives, and we fail to take action on our dreams, and ultimately we become a part of someone else's mission, or they pursuing their dreams. And when we are further on in life, when nature start to get stronger because our physicals start to get weaker, we end up in one of the heaviest burden you can carry in your old age, is regret. Regretting that we never did this. Emptiness that we are missing something. These things weigh down on us. So this podcast is for those who get that little inclination, or that little gut feeling that, hey, there has to be something else. Why is it possible for this person and that person? And no, but those are not the facts. What are the facts? We've been sold on this celebrity glamour image, and thinking that only if you can sing, dance, and play instruments and play sports that you can be successful. Most of us, that's not our thing. And it's okay, because only 2% of the successful people in the world are famous, celebrity, artists, actors, entertainers, sports people. Only 2%. 80, 70, 98% of people find success and happiness in different areas. This is a whole new world. Opportunities are endless. It has never been better, ever. There's never been a better time to build a successful life. It has never been easier. Things has never been more optimized for you to do it. So once you are listening to me now, know that it is possible, coming from any position you are coming from. It doesn't matter. Just go out there and look, search on Facebook, YouTube, Google. You'll find people who have come from way below you with way less skill sets who have managed to put themselves there. And no longer you can say it was handed to them by their parents and stuff, because 85% of the world successful people are self-made. It seems somewhere between 85 and 88%. Self-made. Did it themselves. Come from nothing. Because they say that rock bottom is the best foundation for building success. So forget your humble beginnings for a minute and start opening up your mind. And as I touch the topic of mind, today's question is, because what we do on this podcast, if you're joining us for the first time, we answer the questions that we get from the work we do in personal development. People want to know more. People have issues. People listening to us, and like everybody else, like all of us, I have them too, have issues and desires and have just points that they need coaching or help or assistance or advice on, and that's what we're here to do. We do it at scale. So in other words, when I answer your question, somebody else in the world might be having the same issue, and might be a light bulb moment for someone else who knows somebody that's having that issue. So instead of going and answering and helping just this specific person individually, I open it up after I get through to them individually, and open it up so other people can benefit also. And that's the power of the technology, technological age that we live in. That's the power of the internet. We can reach more people, and we can leverage whatever we have as a solution, because that's what we are here to do. We're here to solve problems. Nothing happens until a problem is solved. And that is that's how businesses are built. That's how brands are built. That's how products and services. That's why they're here, to solve problems. And problems are never ending. Problems are ever evolving, and we are here to, contribute our part. Like, we never chose this chose us, and we believe it's our calling. And as the Bible says, I believe in the Bible. I'm not telling you what to believe in. And it's my religion. And you understand religion, what religion is. Religion is not necessarily based on logic. It's a faith. It's a belief system that we go by. And in the Bible, it says that when God has put a work in you, you shall perform it until the day of judgment. So, without getting into the religion, but that's my belief system. So this is a work that God has put in me. I am here to do it. Without reservation, fear, hesitation, bias, second thought. We just do what we're called to do, because that's what it is. That's how we feel. So the question is, Lowen, I've been to a seminar, I've bought a course, I've done the personal development trek, and I've improved my life. And one of my main issue was reframing limiting beliefs. That was what I was on a mission to do. I think I have wrapped my head around it. I'm on challenges, I'm in groups, and I'm doing all that. I've listened to you for a while, and I respect your opinion and your views. I resonate with you. Is there anything else that you would like to add to this, to my journey, to my process, that you think are things to look out for as I try to reinvent myself? In other words, how do I really, what stand in the way of people achieving or pursuing their purpose? What is the stickler? And I feel like I've answered this question a couple of times, but I like how you put it in terms of, you're reframing limiting belief systems. So what are the other things that get people? And it's a powerful question. I compress them. I've thought about it, and I've kind of compressed them into a concept I read about the things that affect human beings. It's probably in a different spin. I don't remember where I got it from entirely, but it's not entirely my concept, but I resonate with it, and I may have added something to it, but this is my version of it. And it is a 3C's. One is comfort, one is caution, and one is conformity. Those are the things that pretty much umbrellas the full potential, the things that stand in the way of people getting to their full potential. Those are the 3C's that blocks full potential. Comfort, our comfort zone. It's not your fault. By human nature, by nature, we are wired to avoid pain to a higher, like our desire to avoid pain is much more magnified than our desire to gain pleasure. And that's where comfort comes in. Our desire to avoid pain. Any type of pain, emotional, physical pain. We are wired to avoid that at all cost. That's how we are. We are not people who, by nature, we do anything to avoid pain. So, what corporations and society does, and the whole psychological makeup of a human being does, is it is looking out for a spot where it can be comfortable. And it does everything to protect that comfort. That's what human nature does. And then corporations and business people and schools and the whole establishment of society feeds the protection of that. In other words, it will always sell you on things like, for example, retirement plans to get you into a comfort zone, to make you feel like, hey, don't go, be scared, you'll get hurt there, that's bad, that's not going well, why are you doing that? You have this already, give thanks for what you have, you're coming from so far, why would you want more? At least this is taken care of, at least I have this, but look how I'm living. Yeah, I'm better off than Mike, I'm better off than Sandy. When our brains provide us with excuses and consolation for not getting out of that comfort zone. So we do everything to protect that, because we are petrified to go through any type of loss or to endure any type of failure, because we are by nature wired to be comfortable. The brain is always trying to resort to normalcy, quiet, the status quo. One writer says that we are more excited, or we're more optimized as human beings, for want of a better word, to protect known hells than to pursue unknown heavens. So the job is hell, life feel like crap, our relationship is whacked, but at least it's known. So most people stay there. That's why people are in abusive relationships. That's why people spend an entire lifetime in jobs that they hate. That's why people live in towns that they hate. That's why people have friends that they know are toxic, but it is known. And they protect the known, and the brain protect the known, because they are scared of venturing out to shake up that little comfort zone. So comfort, we're wired for comfort, and that is such a huge stumbling block in the way of us pursuing our purpose. Because pursuing purpose is disruptive. It's against the norm. It's a sacrifice, it's a climb, it's a struggle. Comfort is an opposite end of the trajectory. Second thing, conformity, linked to comfort. Conformity is doing what we see everybody else doing. I grew up in rural Jamaica, Caribbean, third world country. We live off the land. There was just menial living. It's humble, it's poor, it's not much. It's 2 meals a day and you figure out the rest from fruit trees. And we never had much. We went to school without shoes. We had to carry water that we need to use in the house from a public tank. There's no running water. There's no like this fancy bathroom and kitchen inside the house type of plumbing, pipe water stuff. None of that stuff. We never had television until I was probably 11 years old. And I cannot imagine what we would do if that was what our situation is now. But at the time it wasn't an issue. You know why? Everybody else around us has the same problem. So we know that we weren't rich, but poor was okay. So as long as everybody else around you is in the same circumstances, you are okay. So we are used to conforming. We are protecting what is the status quo, the conformity type of thing. Follow this because everybody else is doing it. Your result is okay because my classmate, my schoolmates, my neighbor's result look the same. So we are looking to conform. And when you conform, when you go with and go along what society teaches and what is happening around you and what everybody else is doing and their results, then you block your progress. Because as I just say, that progress and potential is disruptive. It's a sacrifice. And no, we are not wired, we're not trained, we are not programmed to go against the norm, to take the road less traveled. Everybody comes home in the evenings, watch Netflix, talk about the movies at work. Why would you go to read? Everybody go out on the weekend. Friday, we're lit. It's happening. It's going on. This is the deal. Why would you do anything else? You'd feel stupid. Everybody at work at lunchtime is talking about the movies, about people's business, gossips, the next celebrity news. Why would you be somewhere reading a book in your car or somewhere secluded, writing your book or working on your business? Why would you do that? No, it doesn't conform to the norm. So conforming to the norm is a huge blocker of full potential because we want to conform and be normal. And the second C is caution. Other word for caution, fear. We are programmed, we're naturally programmed to be hesitant, to be fearful, the fear of failure. What is my mom gonna say? They told me this. What are the people gonna say? What are people gonna do? What are people gonna think? We have this fear that we will not make the cut, that we are not adequate, that we are not enough. What if we fail? That we don't know enough, that we are not worthy. And that fear cripples dreams. That fear robs so many people of their success. Just the fear of failing, the fear of not fitting into the social status, just fearing that it won't work out. So one writer put it beautifully. He said that our desire, the things that stop most people from success, is that our fear of failure is stronger than our desire for success. Our fear of failure is stronger than our desire for success. And that blocks most people and stop most people from moving. So I'd warn you to look out for those three things, the 3C's. Caution, conformity, and comfort. Caution, conformity, and comfort. Because reaching your full potential is on the total opposite end of the spectrum. Caution, fear, keeps you fearful. Comfort keeps you not wanting to break out of old habits that are not serving you. And conformity makes you want to fit in. All the world is doing one thing. I said to my wife the other day, a couple months ago, that it's no wonder why the masses all do pretty much the same thing and get that mass result that most people are getting. And there's no wonder why a selected percentage of people are doing the same thing and getting that unique result, that envied, coveted result that everybody wants. But the people who want it look upon what the people who have it are doing and say, no, we can't do that, or yeah, we're going to do it, and they fall short. They start today, they stop tomorrow. They're engaged in half-baked effort. They are short-sighted. They don't think long-term. They want it overnight, and they're looking at the event, and they are reluctant, and they are hesitant, and they're not willing to go through the process. When I started writing my blog, a friend of mine said that it's too long and nobody's gonna read it. I'm like, okay. I said to her, did you notice, or maybe you don't know, that I have never asked anyone permission or opinion when I started writing. I wrote a ebook on personal finance. It had 167 errors. One of my friends got the book, pointed it out to me after she bought it, and said it has 167 errors. It sold 3,500 copies and changed lives. Because I'm not allowing perfection to get in the way of execution. I'm not asking permission. I'm not seeking validation. That's what most people are doing. They believe that they're supposed to, they know this. They listen to LeBron, they listen to Michael Jackson, they listen to Oprah, they listen to J.K. Rowling, they listen to all the powerful people you can hear in the world. They listen to them. And the people say, hey, I didn't start this way. I remember when I was failing. I remember when I was sleeping in my car. I remember I was eating noodles for dinner. I remember when I was homeless. But I stuck it out. This is how my process went. And they sit there and they listen to all this. And they say, wow, boy, he really deserves his success. And then they try something for 2 months, for 2 weeks, and they say, well, you know, I guess this wasn't meant for me. So you know that there's a backstory behind the event that you're seeing. You see this event on TV, cars, homes, a lifestyle. You know that, you want that. You know that there's a backstory, but you want to skip that. You want to skip that. So you want to get to it without getting through the process. So you want to get to a destination without taking the journey. And the masses do that. And the masses get a certain result. And then everybody throw around figures. Oh, 90% of businesses fail. Oh, most people never become successful. Most people don't have the talent. Oh, most people will fail at this. Most people... Yes, because most people will do the same things that most people do. Most people have bad habits. Most people have limiting beliefs. Most people don't want to do the work. Most people don't want to go through the process. That is why most people fail. Nothing else, because most people are doing what most people are doing. That's it. So don't let them throw statistics at you. I always say to my audiences that you're not most people. Most people, yes, but you are not most people. You are you. So you make a decision. You make a choice. Every day you make a choice, and your life will be the outcome of your choices. So avoid those 3 C's: caution, comfort, and conformity. And reframe your limiting beliefs as you have learned in your training. and go towards full potential. And understand that your potential is limitless. So it's a process. But the benefits that will come as you go, as you pursue, would be tremendous and fulfilling. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This has been beautiful this morning. Have a good one.